What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a team from the American, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Oh, he's got a chance. He's past the 30. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
To the ground. He's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alston. It's a seam wide open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Dukes are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Just keep slinging it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with 1 more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Running to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now he's looking to throw it. He's going to let it go.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high times, that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run it to the right. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Barnett. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes 1. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for space, it's Burgess. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 50.
Oh, out of space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's the handoff. He's loose. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Makes one man miss. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Let's go. Defense looks like they're coming. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Barnett. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Sanchez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Dukes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. He's got him in the flat. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
So they're going to go for it here on fourth down after missing a field goal attempt earlier in the game. He'll throw it. He's got it. First down and more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the stick.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Shotgun snap on third down. Going for it all. He's got it for a big play. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Johnson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Finding an escape route. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Dukes will boot it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the lone running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Bobcats will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The pitch to the left. Runs through a tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And This guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
On the run, it's working. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. So 1st down will open up the final period.
James Madison, 0.
And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
The Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
James Madison offense will take over 1st and 10.
A decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. Under fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Dukes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas State.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great... He took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. It's complete. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback. See the big fella. Wait for him to get open. Hit him. Get a nice positive gain.
Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure, and I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Not able to get it in, but there's not much downside in trying to punch it in on fourth down.
I agree. This close to the goal line, fourth down, fourth quarter. This is a big moment right here. You be aggressive. You find that play that you really believe in. Try to go for it. Try to put some points on the board.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dukes!
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. And that one ought to help us build the drama down the stretch. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Trying to pound their way in. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the two, and it's still a 5-point game here in the fourth quarter.
That keeps the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Barnett. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.